Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's October 9th, 2023. Looking at another beautiful day here. Mostly sunny, increasing clouds. It's mostly going to be getting cloudy before sunset tonight. Highs are going to be in the low 40s with an upper level ridge. This is kind of our last day of good weather before we get a small system come through tomorrow. It's going to be a short wave trough with a weak cold front. So we're going to see winds, light precip tomorrow, same temperatures, and breezy conditions. But after that, it's looking like this northwest flow that we're going to be in is shifting down to southwest flow, which is going to bring in unseasonably warm temperatures and dry conditions. And that's going to be with us until next Wednesday. So, looking like a good weekend ahead, outside of the chance of some increased winds, but no major precip in the forecast until next Wednesday. And even that's on the fence right now. It's pretty far out. All right, we're off to a cold start this morning, though. It's in the 20s in South Valley. Looking like probably the teens in Ketchum, and then up in Sandley, you're almost in the single digits there. Let's look at our temperatures. So yeah, again, we're gonna be in the 40s for these next 2 days, but then the weekend we climb into the mid 40s, and then maybe approaching the 50s on Sunday, but looking like the 50s for next week with that southwest flow. And then you can see our moisture down here in the bottom right coming in kind of hot and heavy with this model. This is the MBM model, so this is including all the different models out there, which is kind of a nice broad brush. And that's saying a ½ inch by Friday. So it's looking like it might be an atmospheric river lining up. There's still a lot of unknowns out there. It's still just far enough out there. All right, zoom out to satellite imagery this morning. You see this upper level or this big low pressure system up in Alaska. It's hammering Alaska right now. Has this long frontal boundary coming down here, and that's going to be the trough that comes through tomorrow with the cold front. And I think it's so weak because that system is so far up north that it doesn't have as much energy. So it's going to be short-lived, not as strong as it could be. And looking at the 500 millibar upper jet stream here. So this is just looking to see what flow we're in right now. You can see through today we're kind of in this upper level ridge here, and then we're going to shift over to more of a zonal flow, a little troughing. You can see a slight depression here, signifying that we're going to have a little troughed. And that's going to bring that bad weather to our area tomorrow with some associated winds. And let's take a look at how much that's actually going to be. Doesn't look like it's going to be too much. So fast forward to tomorrow, you can see the frontal system's kind of working through midday. Seems like most of our cold fronts come through in the evening for whatever reason. But you can see, yeah, the moisture by the time it gets to us here in Blaine County is pretty light. So Sawtooth, the western side of the Sawtooth and Smokies are probably going to get the biggest chunk of this, but it's calling for like maybe an inch of snow and less than a tenth of an inch of water. So not too much out of that system. All right, let's look ahead. This is looking at the European model. So ridging today, shifting to that zonal flow. You can see a little itty-bitty shortwave trough tomorrow. And then we're in strong zonal flow that shifts down in the southwest. That's going to bring us all this warm, dry air next week. And then this upper level low comes out here and kind of becomes a close low. And this is what's going to maybe set us up with some nice strong weather that, I mean, it looks like it's kind of setting up like it could be an atmospheric river, but I don't think there's enough fetch of moisture that's feeding into it that's going to make that definition happen. But either way, we'll see some weather coming through on Wednesday, but we're already out in fantasy land here, so we'll have to see how the models come through over the next few days. So, anyway, enjoy your day, enjoy the nice weekend ahead.